Hi, welcome to AFTV. I've got James with me. We've just drawn 2-2 to Tottenham Hotspur at the Emirates Stadium. James, you had a funny feeling about this game from way before today. I want to know, where that came from, why you felt like that, because you said last season the away game, which we don't have a great record, you were confident, but today, just you feel like your feelings kind of came true.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's not science. It's not like quantifiable. I just come into the derby last season at home, but mainly the January one, because we always lose at their place. I don't know if you were in I don't think you were. Dan Potts will remember this, but I was saying, we can do it. I'm up for it. Let's go. Let's do this. Today, I came in very nervous, like the most nervous I've been for a North London derby in a long time. I don't know, maybe subconsciously something was just telling me like Tottenham have played well, and actually Arsenal, despite making on paper a good start to the season, I don't think we've seen Arsenal look their fluid best. I thought we might have problems, and yet still we're kind of looking at individual errors in the game. I will say it's a North London derby, you don't really want to be doing this, but I thought the credit I'd give Tottenham is, because I'm seeing a lot of like, Tottenham were brilliant, Tottenham probably deserved the win. I certainly don't think we did, because I think we were so far off it. I do think football is just defined by fine moments, isn't it? Because you look at that first half, and everyone, inevitably everyone's going to say, and come in and say Arsenal were terrible, but Arsenal could easily have been 2-0 up at half time. Yeah. But like really could have been, before the Brennan Johnson's chance and before they kind of woke up Tottenham. I thought we had a decent control that first 30 to 35 minutes. Jesus should have buried it. He had another chance that was saved by Vicario. Eddie either put it in the back of the net or square it. So there are opportunities for Arsenal to run away with this in the first 35 minutes. When Tottenham do get that save from the Brennan Johnson effort, saved by Reyes, a good save as well, they just seem to settle so much more into their football. The first 10 minutes were theirs, and then pretty much from minute 35 to the rest of the game, they were more professional than us. And what I mean by more professional than us is they just had like an assuredness, is that the word? Yeah. Everything they were doing.
And managing the game better than us, would you say?
Well, they didn't make any mistakes. I mean, the Jorginho one's a howler. Like, it's an absolute howler. I don't think he had any great impact on the ball anyway. If that didn't happen and you were critiquing his performance, I think you'd say, well, he hasn't really done much. But
Maddison's was a howler as well, would you not say, that him losing that ball? And I know Jesus missed it, but similar.
Wait, which one? The Madison Square?
When Jesus took it off him.
Oh, but there's one thing where Maddison's just got the ball and Jesus has pressed him and given him no time. And it's another way Jorginho's got all the time in the world to find Saliba and Gabriel. He's invited the press and got it wrong. But yeah, it depends which side you're looking at it from. They were just more professional than us. Postecoglou was calm on the touchline. When they scored, they built on it. Actually, with every goal that went in, they responded better to that goal being scored, whether it was ours or theirs. We scored, and it was kind of like we sort of forgot how to play. Tottenham, when they went behind, they woke up a little bit. I thought they were sharper in possession. I think if you're looking at chances in the game and you're looking at things like that, then a draw is probably a fair result. But we're at the Emirates.
Yeah.
And Tottenham fans will be a lot happy with what they saw from their team.
Who are you putting it? I'm not saying who you're going to put it on, but is there any question marks over Mikel Arteta on today for you, James, or is it more, again, going back to the seasons before last, individual errors? Where is the biggest downfall for you in today's performance?
I think Arteta's had a howler today, if I'm honest. Yeah, none of us are calling for Eddie to start because we didn't really understand where the benefit would be to have to Eddie starting.
The injury though affect that?
What injury?
To Trossard?
Well, you got Reece Nelson. Okay. And if you're going to move Jesus wide, then why not Havertz, who you used up front the other day and did well? Eddie's been okay this season, but I was trying to convince myself, well, maybe they're pacing behind. Let me actually address one thing.
Go on.
I'm not making excuses. I've talked about everything before I talk about this. The injuries are a blow. Not going into the game without Timber, Martinelli, Partey, Trossard. That is disappointing. Probably all four, if not 2 or 3 of them start this game. Certainly come on when we need them. Then Declan Rice goes off injured. Then Bukayo Saka's had to come off when we're chasing a goal. So the injuries have been unfortunate.
100%.
But that is like the most I'll give Arteta, because we still went ahead twice in this game and we still managed them poorly. Bukayo Saka terrible on marking James Maddison. And you're throwing the darts, but who's had the last laugh? James Maddison's got 2 assists and he blasted past you, to get the equaliser in the first half. Jorginho, like I said, Paul, I think the change was Paul, taking off Jesus. I don't get it. Jesus and Eddie, neither were playing brilliantly, but at least Jesus was kind of working really hard, winning the ball back. And maybe if you move him up front, you're going to get something different from him. See, I think Arteta had a bit of a howler, if I'm honest. I also wondered whether he could have got Tomiyasu on just to give us a little bit of athleticism to keep us pinned in their half. The minute Jorginho was getting outrun in midfield, which was happening a lot, could El Neni have come on? I know he's not kicked a ball yet, but we know he's got the athleticism. So I think there's quite a lot Arteta could have done differently, but today wasn't to be.